Today, I'll show you how to build end-to-end LinkedIn marketing AI agent system realistically. Using 6 advanced AI agents design patterns, we build complete pipeline that works for any niche every single day. 29 AI agents, 6 agenting systems, 6 patterns from self-consistency to LLMCompiler. I'm giving you the full Python code based on 400 plus agents I built, wrapped in a Gradio UI so you can build it yourself. For the tools, Google ADK and Claude. If you don't know me, I'm Maryam, PhD with 20 plus years in AI, teaching AI agents to thousands in 90 plus countries. Just before building, it's important to know why we even build these LinkedIn marketing with such advanced AI agent systems. LinkedIn has 1 billion users. Only 1% use LinkedIn marketing. I've built a 100,000 plus community there, post every single day, and it's how people find my AI Agent Mastery course. So why only 1%? The LinkedIn algorithm is complex and it keeps getting more sophisticated. So can we really build a LinkedIn marketing system with AI agents? Honestly, I was quite skeptical at first, but I built it and it works amazingly. Today, I show you every step I took. No spamming at all, no sending cheesy messages to random people. We will combine headline, about section, content research marketing, customer research, all of it a full-time job if you do it manually. This is exactly why we need advanced agent design patterns that goes beyond reasoning and act. So where do we start? The biggest mistake I see people make on LinkedIn, they post content for everyone. And when you speak to everyone, you speak to no one. Before we write a single post, before we touch the profile, we need to know exactly who are we trying to attract, your ideal customer. Not a vague idea of them, a precise, specific definition. Now I could ask one agent to define my ideal customer profile, but here's the problem. One agent, one perspective, one bias. So instead, I use a self-consistency chain of thought, 6 agents. 3 agents independently, each analyzing your ICP from a completely different angle. One looks at the business value, one at the pain points, and one looks at demographic. They never see each other's answer. Then a 4th agent reads all the 3 and finds the consensus. What all the 3 agreed on is almost certainly true. This is pattern 1. Let's build it. We are inside Cursor and we're going to build pattern 1. As I said, we use Google ADK and you can see we have a number of agents. Let me go through them very fast. In Google ADK, you have 5 types. LM agent, core reasoning unit, think, call tools, produces output. The sequential one runs sub-agents one after another. Parallel agents runs sub-agents at the same time. Loop agents repeats until exit condition is met. And then arbitrary Python orchestration is a custom agent. They are basically Lego pieces where you can build anything you want. So I show you how to build all of these complex patterns just with these 5. The idea I use is Cursor. I made a virtual environment, activated. Then we need Google API key or Claude. When developing, I used Google API and then Claude after that because Claude is a little bit more expensive. And then you can switch between some models. We have now 3 Pro, but I'm using the previous one. All of the Google ADK, as I said, all of the types. So we are going to build a runner. What it does is run an agent with an app name with a session. This is our running async. We start with the first agent, an LLM agent, which is an ICP business analyzer. The complete code of this video is in my AI Agent Mastery course. If you're interested, the link is in the description. The description is to look at it from the business perspective. So in the instruction, we say you are an ICP, ideal customer profile specialist, focusing on business value. Then we have the pain agent, which is looking at the pain perspective. As you can see, this one is about company size, industries, business, and this one is about the top 3 painful problems: urgency, emotional, business cost of not having the solution and not solving the problem. Then we have ICP demographic analyzer, focusing on demographics and psychographics. It's looking at job title, seniority and department, behavior, values, mindset, etc. Now we are creating a parallel agent and ask actually these business pain and demographic agents, the sub-agents, to run their research in parallel. Then we want a synthesizer, which gets the majority of the votes, and we'll just look at the inputs of each of these agents, and this output is coming from the output key. So with output key, we give actually the context generated by the agent. Then after having that, finally, we have the ICP analyzer, which is a sequential one, which will first run actually the parallel one, the 3 agents together, and then we'll get their vote and vote synthesizer, and then you can run it. Then I have to give an offer. Then we have analyzed my ICP based on what I offer. And if we run it, we can see how beautifully it just run the business value analysis. Then we go to demographic, the pain points, then consensus to ICP. We also determine who is not our ICP. So now we know exactly who we want to attract, but here's the next problem. Do we exactly understand their word, their pain points, what they're talking about on LinkedIn right now, what are their competitors are doing wrong? I could ask one agent to research all of that, but that one agent could do one topic at a time, like search, read, think, search again. But that loop takes forever. This is where ReWOO comes, reasoning without observation. So it's another 6-agent system, and we're going to do market research. So instead of that, a slow back and forth loop, the agent plans everything it needs to know upfront: industry trends, audience pain points, competitor gaps, and fires all 3 research tasks at the same time. No waiting, no loop, same quality in fraction of time. Think of it like this. React is a detective asking one question at a time. ReWOO is the detective who writes down every question first, sends 3 people to find the answers at the same time, then synthesize everything at the end. This is pattern 2. Let's build it. So we're going to build an LLM agent, market trends executor. We'll look at the trends. The top 3 trends, what topics are getting the most LinkedIn engagement, and so on. We give them an output. Then we have a pain point executor. Same, what are the deep pains that they have? Give the output. Another one is a competitor executor. So based on the niche provided, we say what content angles are overused, what content gaps exist, what positioning angles differentiate top performers, and what content formats gets the most engagement. Also another output. We do another parallel, and in this time ReWOO has these 3 as a parallel, and after that we will resolve actually and synthesize everything. By the way, I have a gift for you. I made one entire module of my AI Agent Mastery, my paid course, completely for free. It's how to build AI agents 0 to hero, plus how to keep up with AI advances. Also 2 free guides, the 50 best practices and production AI agents. The link is in the description. You see me now teach AI agents project-based. This is exactly my method in AI Agents Mastery course. If you want to stand out as an AI professional, join 2,300 professionals across 90 plus countries and build real agents, 12 projects, 5 frameworks, 0 to deployment. I hope to see you there, and link is in the description. So we will have like an LLM agent. We'll look at all of the input and then synthesize top 3 positioning, language, and what not to post, and also some quick wins. So then we use sequential agents between the ReWOO parallel and then the market resolver. Here we say this is our ICP. Our offer is, so what kind of product geography? If we look at the results, the competitive landscape with the deep pain, then all of the industry trends. I was really impressed that it was doing actually a great job of finding really good stuff here. And then a summary, what not to post, quick wins. So it immediately gives us also some idea. So now we know who we are targeting, what they care about, but here is the uncomfortable truth. Most LinkedIn profiles are terrible, including mine when I started. Your headline says your job title, your about section is in a resume, you just talk about your glorious things, but your ideal customer lands on your profile and thinks, so what? Why should I care? Your profile is your landing page. It is working for you or against you 24 hours a day. And rewriting it once and hoping for the best is not a strategy. So what should I do? I use a Reflexion for profile optimization, a 4-agent system. The plan I was thinking was a writer agent writes your headline and your about section, then a critic agent read it, score it, on 5 dimensions: ICP attraction, keywords optimization, clarity, outcome, and call to action. If the score is below 8 out of 10, the writer gets the feedback and tries again. The loops continues until the critic says approved. The loops runs until it's actually good. And this is pattern 3. Let's build it. Back to our code again. We have a profile writer. The first one, an LLM writer, rewrite LinkedIn headline and section to attract ICP. So this is your profile copywriter. It will rewrite the LinkedIn headline and about section. The next one is that feedback initiator. We need to initiate it for the first time. Otherwise, the first time we will have nothing. So we need some kind of first in a loop. Then we will have a profile critic, which will read your profile, the output of this one, profile draft, will score it on the 5 criteria that I said. Then we just list what needs to be improved, what works well. And with above 8, we give approved, otherwise needs revision. Then use a sequential agent to just put those Lego pieces next to each other. Profile optimizer, feedback initializer as the first one, then we'll loop agent, the profile writer, and critic. So basically you can see how simple it is to create that loop for a reflection. Then I will give my headline and current about section. If we run it, the headline, about section, just give some improvement, changes made this round, profile. So say, for example, your CTA is 7, this one is 8, and this is overall score. What needs to be improved? What works well? Approved, okay, I will incorporate this. So it's approved, but it's not that great. The profile rewrite it again and start to write the about section. A change made in this round, sentence enhancement, CTA, added keywords. This time, the profile review round, you can see it is 9.8 out of 10. Needs to be improved, and this time it says approved. And the profile will say, the profile is already exceptional, strong, but you can improve this. So we'll go ahead and just actually improve that part as well. And now it says no changes made. And now our profile review round says, hey, score is 10 out of 10 and it's approved. And then we will stop. This is how we get a really good profile and about section. So now we have a profile that attracts the right people. But here's the thing. A great profile is not enough. People need to see you consistently. LinkedIn rewards consistency more than perfection. And this is where most people give up. What do I post tomorrow? What about next week? I have no idea. So they post once, get low engagement, and disappear. This is called content strategy, and it's not a one-time decision. The market moves, the topic trends. What resonates last week might be irrelevant today. So I use AdaPlanner, Adaptive Planner, a 5-agent system for my content strategy. It's not a static content calendar, it's an adaptive one. First, a planner agent builds your full 30 days content plan. Then for each week, an executor agent writes the actual content. Then an observer agent checks, are these topics still trending? Is there a better angle? If yes, the remaining weeks adopt before the next one runs. The plan is not fixed, it evolves as it executes. So this is pattern 4. Let's build it. So we've got the content planner, the LLM agent, create initial 30 days LinkedIn, the post, topic, hook, format, post 1, 2, 3, in week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Then we have a content mix. It could be educational post, storytelling, engagement, soft CTA. And we create an output, which is our content plan. And now we can go and have a content executor. This was our plan, and now the executor. We get that content plan based on that, and we'll add any adaptive changes, and then we'll write actually the next unwritten week of the content. Post first the hook, then the full post, some hashtags if they are relevant. Nowadays it's almost non-relevant. Best posting time and expected engagement. And we have a week of content. Then we have a trend observer. This one just observe if the plan needs adoption. We'll look at the week content and the content plan and we'll assess if the topics is still relevant. Is there a better angle? Should we do another topic? Are there emerging topics? And we create the adaptive changes. So we have an initializer of the LLM agent adaptive one. And this one is first, gives actually nothing because in the first round, we don't have any adaptive changes. So again, loop agent will go to content executor and trend observer. I will just create this loop agent, which is like the adaptive content loop. And finally, we get that sequential agent where first the content planner will come, then adaptive initiator, and then adaptive loop. So the content planner give the plan, this one just create the empty first one, and adaptive loop will go ahead and do the content executor and the trend observer. Then we say, okay, this is your ICP, this is your offer. The goal, generate 5 qualified leads per month from LinkedIn. As you saw, this is like consultancy, so we do not need 500 leads. If you have like a course, should be more number of leads, of course. Content type, practical, data-driven, no fluff. And the pattern 4 will just make very beautifully the posts, the 3 posts for the week 1, evolving role of customer success, the hook, data-driven, customer service, the biggest challenge, pain points, struggling, the solutions. So each week is kind of focused on something specific. The 5 customer success, social proof, there are some case studies. And the content mix should be about 60% educational, 10% storytelling, engagement, and soft CTAs. And first time, of course, we don't have any adaptive changes. Here is the week 4, post 10, 11, and 12. No adaptive changes. Week 5, and we get post 13, arrive. And here is where we do the trend observation in post 13, 14, and 15, which are like the trends that are necessary. Since there is still no performance on data available, continue with the plan. However, I recommend monitoring, comment, and questions. And then it gives that plan is on track. When you get more information about your post, you can use it to adapt your plan actually. Now we have a profile, a market intelligence report, and a 30-day content plan. The system has done a lot of work. Good work. But here's where I want you to stop and be very honest with you. This is your personal brand, your name, your reputation. An agent should never post on your behalf optimize your profile or finalize your strategy without you reading it first. Not because the agents are bad, because you are expert on your own brand. The agent does not know your tone, your red lines, your specific context the way you do. This is why pattern 5 is not about AI at all. It's about human in the loop. The system assembles everything: your ICP definition, your market intelligence, your optimized profile, your content plan, all into one complete package, and then it stops. It waits, you read it, you decide it, you approve it, edit it, or reject it. No content goes live, nothing gets finalized until you say so. In production AI system, the human approval gate is not limitation, it's a design choice, the best one you can make. That is pattern 5, and let's build it. This is extremely simple to build, just an LLM agent, the human in the loop assembler. It gets everything that you have created before all your package, and will just ask for approval list before approving, verify any of these, and then recommend changes before approval. As you can see, it's less about agent and more about having the human in the loop. You have approved your strategy, you know your ICP, you understand your market, your profile is optimized, your content plan is ready. Now comes the part that actually takes the most time every single day, producing the content itself. One post. You need a hook that stops that scroll. You need the body that delivers value. You need the right hashtags. You need to know when to post 4 different tasks, 4 different types of thinking. Most people do them sequentially. Write the post and think about the hook, then figure out the hashtags, then check the timing one after another. That's slow. This is where LLMCompiler changes everything. A compiler agent first reads your topic and builds a task graph, exactly which tasks need to run and what order. Then fires a post writer. Then hook analyzer, hashtag researcher, all at the same time. Then an aggregator combines everything into one ready-to-post content package. The difference between LLMCompiler and a simple parallel agent, the compiler decides dynamically which tasks to run based on your input. It's not a fixed pipeline, thinks before it executes, and it is your grand finale. This is pattern 6, the one that ties everything together. Let's build it. So in the code, we have content compiler, LM agent, compiles the content, your content production, compiler format your responsive markdown, post body, hook tasks, hashtags, engagement tasks, and then timing tasks. This is our compiler plan. Then we've got the post writer executor, writes the full LinkedIn post body, your LinkedIn post writer, formatting markdown. And if you're asking, we had a plan and we were writing, we kind of had an overall plan. We didn't write the posts yet. And that's why we are using this one. Then we have the hook analyzer, generates and scores 3 alternative hooks. You may create one, but that could be not the optimized one. So that then we write the hooks, the hook types predicted, output hook options, hashtags. The hashtags, although they're not that important, it's a kind of classification of what kind of post you're writing. And then we have a content parallel executor. We use a parallel agent. We look at the post writer, hook analyzer, and hashtag at the same time. And then we have an LLM agent who will aggregate everything, who will look at all of the plans and assemble them together and bring them together. So we have the sequential agent, the content compiler, which is the previous one, as a parallel one, and then we'll look at the content parallel executor. So first one is a compiler. Second one, there are 3 of them. Just done in a parallel, then you will bring that content aggregator. So it will compile, it will execute, it will aggregate. And if we run it, always use that run agent. The compiler will say, these are the post body tasks. The post body, you can see it is the whole post, some hashtag strategy, research strategy, the hook options, the recommended hook, the third one, the million invested in AI, ready to post content package. This is our package. The final post, starting with this. And there is also an alternative version. The posting instruction, best time, first comment, account to tag, expected reach, and a performance predictor. So now we have built a full LinkedIn marketing system. We can generate a Gradio app around it. This just is user interface. In all of my projects inside my course, I always use Gradio because it's very lightweight. It's very easy to work with. And you can see that all of the things that I have used in my 6 patterns, I just put them in functions. Then I create tabs. Inside those tabs, an input, a button, and an output. In this way, we just generate very fast 6 patterns. Let's run the Gradio now. We get a new link, put it in my browser. Again, we get all of the 6 tabs. Let me try a few. Can do for the market research, giving custom profile, my offer and geography, research my market. It's going to do pain points, competitors in parallel, and trends. Again, the answer is very comparable. Tab 4 is content strategy. We get ICP, offer, LinkedIn goal, like 5 qualified leads, same as code. And we choose practical and data-driven and say build content strategy. So this one is AdaPlanner, building our 30 days calendar and adopting it to trends. And again, we see these initial 30 days, big, and then advanced strategy in week 5. And week 6, community building and real stories. Then we go to content pipeline. Here, again, we give the topic, ICP, post goals, and the tone. Generate ready to post content. It's going to do that LLMCompiler, firing post writer, hook analyzer, a kind of hashtag researcher in parallel. And it's ready, compiler task, graph generated. You see the hooks, recommended hook, and the final post. So we have our LinkedIn marketing complete system ready, and it has a lot of quality. That's the most important thing, because we've used really advanced agent design patterns. So you have learned now 6 advanced patterns, but it's not all of them. There is another 9 that I've built within tax and accounting project. Knowing that, it will make you unbeatable as an AI professional. I see you in that video.